I don't remember
these
the
guys
part.
forgot
At
to
the
put the good
end.
soup.
I don't remember this in the preview. When did you add this?
Oh, what?
Hello and welcome to EmblemCon 2022. As you can see, this is a fake title of a Fire Emblem game based on an actual Fire Emblem game, meaning this must be an Abridged series. That, or making a riff-off title and selling the idea to you. Luckily, this isn't a selling idea, otherwise we'll probably be banned from this con. Speaking of which, allow me to sell you our idea on the Abridged. My name is Chaos X, as you know. I am the director and writer of this Abridged, as well as the voice of Marianne and Flame. One character people like and others tolerate. Flame is the other one. Not only am I a voice actress, but I'm also the only editor here, hence why everything looks microwaved. Luckily, I'm not the only writer in this project. In fact, my co-writer is right here.
Hi, I'm Vera. I'm coincidentally also the only Australian on the project. It is 6 a.m. right now, but you know what? That's all right. I play the local heir to the Adjacent Empire, Edelgard, because, you know, why not? She's lovely. I say, knowing exactly what she does, but I help out with a couple of the songs because, yes, we do have musical numbers. You can hear me in the opening and that one super hype cover of, like, Tearing Through Heaven. Some of my castmates got really obsessed with that one. It was really odd. I co-write, I make some of the custom art, like the Twitter puffs. And actually, I edited together the daytime abyss scene thing, so that was really interesting. But I hope it's a strain a bit, but I'm hyperactive enough to give this project its life, so, you know, we will just sort of skip on to Nova before I start rambling even more, because adult 6 a.m. brain.
Yeah, thank you very much for that long-winded thing. Hey y'all, Nova here. Well, I am a triple whammy voice actor. What I told everybody when I was coming in and promoting this project, I told them I just voiced Dimitri. Not true. I also voiced Lorenz. that was a huge fluke. Okay, no, sorry. I also voiced Lorenz and I voiced Byleth, both of which I got off of strokes of luck. I am the least hands-on with the editing, but I have the prestige of being the only New Yorker here, I assume. So, well, I'm the one that's hyperactive enough to give its project life. As you can tell, I'm on like 3 bottles of coffee. I hope you all enjoy the work we have done. Please, my livelihood depends.
Oh boy, these guys are a mess. Hey there everyone, Deshawn here, and I'm the voice of Claude Von Regan, and it's a pleasure to meet you. From my understanding, I'm partially to blame for this whole thing existing. Well, you know, what started as a small fan-dub blooper reel just somehow turned itself into a fully fleshed out series with sing-alongs and talent all across the board. So yeah, if you have somebody to blame, I'm the guy. So, oops. Anywho, why don't we pass it off to the one and only, the illustrious Dove. Yes, come on.
Hello there! I'm Dove Phillips. You may remember me from such classics as 6th Generation Scooby-Doo games on YouTube, but for the sake of today, you all should know me as the voice actress who plays the best character in the game right next to male Byleth, Yuri, leader of the Ashen Wolves. That is who I play. I'm only in this because Chaos just DM'd me and was like, hey, you sound sorta like Alejandro Saab. You wanna be here? Oh wait, sorry, said it wrong. Wow. Alejandro Saab, Kegi Films, Kagmaster, whatever the heck you wanna call him, and this is me passing it on to Chaos.
So, what is Fire Emblem 3.5 Houses? And why isn't it called Fire Emblem 3 Houses Abridged like all the normal bridges out there? Because Fire Emblem 3.5 Houses is an abridged series based on Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I know, surprising. I thought it wasn't clear enough. In the future, we plan to also abridge all the paralogues, which will work as mini-sodes centered around the side characters. In fact, we are currently working on one as we speak. Who is it, you may ask? Only time will tell.
Well, we know, but that's not for you to know.
No, that's not for you.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, come on.
So, as mentioned, Deshawn is to blame for this project.
Hi.
Around this time, I was doing a fandom of Marianne and Claude's beat support with Deshaun himself.
Hi again.
Within that video, he decided to put a short blooper reel with a unique editing that piqued my interest.
You are hiding something, right?
No.
What you got there? Hey, Ariane, what you got there?
I'm not sure what you mean.
What's in your pockets, huh? What you trying to get into? I ain't playing these games.
Yeah,
Like
I
most
was
good
like, you
things,
know
it was a
what? We can
mistake.
add lore. And then I
Yeah.
We can actually make this like
Yes,
reasonable.
there's like a 40-page thesis somewhere, and then I have like some analysis stuff linked at the top, and I'm like, this is required reading.
Yeah, we've seen it. It's bordering on 50.
But we don't got time to unpack all that.
Oh my
No, not today.
Not
god.
today.
Wait.
Let's see what adventures the game might lead into next.
Alright, students. Does anyone know what a dog spits out when you give it a fish?
The fish.
No.
The bones of the fish.
No.
The fish's head?
No!
2 fishes?
A wool's smite. It spits out a wool's smite.
Then the fish, right?
You know what? Let's have recess.
A path of 4 to Byleth clones. In a world of memes, oh, where's my funny bone? Parodies and skits. Did I mention memes? Why did I agree to this? Oh, rip all my dreams.
Chapter 2. Using epic kazoo solos to make new friends. To boost morale, the professor will prepare a meal with her students. In Garrett Mock, culinary talents are not to be wasted, as any good professor must be able to teach their students not only the art of war, but also the arts of cuisine.
I'm glad you called me Professor. I'm rather good with fires, so cooking comes naturally to me.
The food is on fire.
I'm aware.
Are you sure this is safe, Professor?
Yep. Edelgard made it. She's rather good with fire.
My food is, how I say, blurred up.
That's just the spices.
Apparently, all the food supply in the kitchen was missing, so we had to improvise. That's why I asked Hubert to make it more presentable and tasty.
I used a certain spice to make it extra hot. Miasma, 'cause you're breathless.
My food is unwell.
I really don't think it's safe to eat, Professor.
Look, if you guys get poisoned, I promise to use Divine Pulse and tell you two not to eat it. Sound good?
She didn't use it.
As none of them should.
But not all were working on their training. Some, deep below, are struggling to be a house of their own.
Hey, Sophis?
Yeah?
I'm a good teacher, right? Answer the question!
Fine, you suck. There, happy?
You think so too?
Am I not the only one you've asked this question to?
Well, there was this one guy.
Man, these students suck ass. They're better off fighting the animals in the monastery. D rank for all of them.
Well, I guess that is expected. After all, this is a new semester.
You're not much better. Seriously? A rubber sword?
It's effective with students, and it's fun.
Not unless they pop. E rank.
We'll see who pops!
You know, that makes sense. You do seem like the type who would do that.
You don't understand my unconventional combat style.
Look, you aren't going to get these students anywhere if you keep giving them junk.
It's not like we get much here. All we got are leftovers.
You do realize there's an outside world, right? Like on the surface?
The kitchen, right?
No, the surface outside of the kitchen.
There's more than the kitchen? What's this? What's this? There's JPEGs on the fruit. What's this? There's multiple cool roots. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Leth. This isn't fair.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying my taxes.
So, judging by the witness reports, you whacked an innocent student for interrupting your song?
Yes.
And who might you be exactly?
My name is Byleth. The Ashen Demon. I got the Sword of the Creator. I'm male.
Oh, yes. Byleth. It's quite the surprise to see you after so long.
You don't know me, do you?
Nope.
That's because you exist in the abyss, you idiot.
For your information, it's we, idiot.
That's not even grammatically correct.
I'll make it correct once she gives me a classroom.
I'm afraid that all of our classrooms are booked.
Can you at least give me some supplies?
Those belong to the students, not a couple of sewer rats. Regardless, I have no interest in giving your house any supplies. If you had an actual class of 8, then maybe I might reconsider. Monastery rules, Byleth. I don't make them.
Aren't you like the Archbishop? You're basically like the principal of this place, right?
The goddess is the principal.
So when somebody gets sent to the principal's office, do they go to hell? Is hell like being expelled, or is that suspension?
If you're just going to stand here and ask me idiotic questions, I'd like you to please leave.
How much does the goddess get as their monthly salary?
Leave. Now!
I see how it is. I didn't want to do this, Rhea, but you leave me with no choice!
Are you finished? Get out.
Okay.
I don't remember
These
the
guys still got
the part
it.
at the end. I don't remember this in the preview. When did you add this?
Oh, what?
Okay, for the record, we don't see the editing process,
Yeah,
so
we
literally,
don't.
like these previews, like
The
this is
fucking,
the first
Oh,
we've
God.
seen of it all
the
together.
fucking hitting her with the
Remember the
sword
last
shit.
bit at
The thing I wasn't expecting was the fucking IRS joke in the middle.
Oh no, I was going through the edits with Chaos and I was like, do we have anything that's more intense? And she shows me this clip where Nick is just going, you'll never take me alive. I'll never pay the IRS. And I was just like, yeah, you know what? Mel Byleth would commit tax evasion. I just feel it in my bones.
Speaking of which, if you'd like to hear more about us and the progress of the series, you can follow me at my Twitter for updates and more. I'll share our links at the end of this panel. We will also have more characters to cast in the future, so if you're interested, please check back every now and then for any casting calls. In short, this project is a bundle of memes and with sing-alongs. And within that bundle of mess comes with actors and actresses accompanied by a director without any sense of what they're doing. Sadly, I am both of those things. And speaking of more, now for the main event. We have a special live skit for you all that they will perform. I'm just a fake narrator here. Unfortunately, the original narrator's pay rate was too high for this con, so you have me, Charles. Anyway, this is Where in the World is Byleth with an E at the end? It is a lazy afternoon at Garrick Mock Monastery. Edelgard is walking around the dining hall looking for her professor, and the music stops because it decides to be bipolar today. She is holding an obscenely large bag of chicken nuggets.
Professor, I found the chicken nuggets you asked for. I haven't acquired a microwave yet, but I'm sure you can eat these as is, frosty as it may be.
Dimitri and Claude smells the mouth-watering scent of frozen nuggets and decides to investigate.
We have a freezer in the monastery?
Oh, didn't you know? This monastery has all sorts of secrets inside. In fact, one time I saw that they had an easy bake oven somewhere. I mean, how else can they make these meals so quick?
With skill and perhaps determination? And a blowtorch.
Oh, Dimitri, Claude. What are you guys doing here? Shouldn't you be in class?
I can ask the same to you, Missy.
Well, I'm trying to find the professor, but she doesn't seem to be in the monastery and her nuggies are getting cold.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. We were also looking for the professor. Weren't we, Dimitri? Mm-hmm.
Claude nudges against Dimitri's arm with the most Lenniest face in the world.
Yeah, come on now.
Please stop touching me. I don't take well to physical contact.
Oh, my apologies, but the professor's touch is all right to you? Sounds like favoritism to me.
Dimitri's face glows as red as a tomato. Insert Edelgard hand on hip animation at .mp4 here.
What are you two going on about?
Well, methinks I've struck a nerve within the boy.
Please excuse him. He's just being Claude, as per usual. Besides, I'm sure it's perfectly normal for men to have, how you say it, certain attachments within the monastery.
Swift as wind, Yuri tumbles to where they all stand.
I hear something scandalous going on here.
Who are you?
My name isn't important right now. Now, continue your bickering, please. It amuses me.
What? No! I need to find the professor, and you three have to go back to wherever you came from.
The only place I came from are the winds of change that blew me here. Oh, in the Gucci store.
Yes, and we literally live here, and we own the Gucci store.
Same. Besides, what's wrong with us wanting a piece of that professor?
Everything! The professor chose my house, after all, not your Gucci store.
And?
So go bother your other professors.
Wish I could, but I can't seem to find them anywhere.
Okay, but no one asked.
I totally would, but you know how Professor Hanneman is. He always does the typical, how do you do, hello kids, thing, and suddenly a lot of us are uncomfortable for the rest of the people. And then everyone pretends like nothing happened because, well, Ash just likes to entertain him because he's a positive ball of energy, isn't he?
Yeah, I know, right? And Manuel is basically useless. So I think it's my turn with Professor Byleth, don't you think?
Well, if you had a better introduction in your training video, you would have had my teacher. But you didn't.
Hey! My training video was good. Maya's Sylvain, but he can always be edited out.
Well, mine had the professor appear at least twice. So that counts for absolutely everything.
Well, good for you. If only the monastery actually made an introduction for us.
No. Of course not. Because we don't want emos to be a part of the school's image.
Hey, I am not emo! I'm a good boy. Mama told me.
He was talking about me, Dipnips.
I can certainly confirm that us Black Eagles carry no edge whatsoever. In
Liar.
fact, we carefully rehearsed all our introduction lines, and the professor chose us in the end. So,
We also did our fair share of rehearsals, but at least we have a calm set of students.
Oh, really? Please inform the class as to why the Blue Lions are the better house.
Well, everywhere you go, there are rays of positivity on all sides. We have wonderful taste in food, and that is about it. No emotional pain to our side whatsoever.
Dimitri's left eye starts to twitch as if he was on the verge of snapping.
Me and my housemates are all very content with their lives.
You know, I don't hate to ruin egos, but I technically had the better house introduction. It was short, simple, and there was no slip-ups. It was basically this perfect summary of the golden years. You know the best part? There were no rehearsals.
all sounds well and good. Really love to see it. Fortunately for me, I have 3 amazing friends who basically pull my house together. Of course, I am basically all 3 of them in one package, so naturally it'll double up those points. That, and I have the professor around. He's so dreamy.
The House leaders, excluding Yuri, start to argue simultaneously.
No,
Guys, come on, like, listen, there's no need for all this. We can just, come on, can't we? Let's just settle down and have we're all cool in our own ways. Like, seriously, like, we can't just get through one conversation without
Wait! Time out. Edelgard, right? What did you say?
I said she doesn't pay attention to our classmates and neglects us, but...
Oh, we're not talking about the same Byleth, are we?
Well, we're talking about Professor Byleth. Gerald's daughter?
Oh, well, this is how you say awkward. Anyway, I'm just gonna scoot right along. It seems the superior Byleth is elsewhere. Good luck on figuring out your whole simp situation. Bye-bye.
Yuri swiftly exits the scene to find his Byleth. Oh, what's this? It's Blaine. Oh, good afternoon. What are you guys doing here?
Nothing. Just bickering like an old married throuple. Say, Flane, you wouldn't happen to know what the professor is, do you? You know, the new one, not this other one.
Oh, you mean Byleth? She and the other professors are in a teacher's meeting right now, so they won't be here until later in the evening. At least, that's what my big brother said.
Oh.
Why you ask?
No reason, Flane. Thanks for informing us.
Flane exits. Edelgard looks away, embarrassed.
I apologize for my outburst. I was so stressed out about not finding Byleth that I ended up stroking my own ego. Plus, the nuggets were getting cold.
Don't worry about it. It's fine, Edelgard. I guess we kind of ended up doing the same thing too, didn't we, Dimitri?
Yeah, please, let's just forget this all happened and, oh, yes! Why don't we find that microwave thing you were speaking about?
Oh, no need. I'm sure I can present these nuggets to Professor another time.
Or, I got a better idea. We can eat them together, you know, as good friends do. So let's put aside our differences and just go eat some dino nuggies together. What do you say?
Oh, that doesn't sound half bad. But how else are we going to cook these?
Well, I am good with fire, so I'm sure I could cook these nuggets for us. We can use those Bunsen burners in Hanneman's class. Then we shall dine like kings and queens.
Quite intriguing. I love dining like a king. But I just have one small little inquiry. Who's Bunsen, and why are we burning her?
Uh-oh.
The end.
Hey!
Oh god!
I had to hold my laughter because I was reading the chat.
Oh no, I haven't been looking in the chat. I need to have a look. Like I need to have a look at this.
Oh my god.
This is very important.
Did you say stroke my own eagle? Speaking of which, it is Q&A time.
The other main event.
Ooh, yes,
oh my god.
Q&A.
Alright, now.
So one question we're getting is if you guys are planning to abridge the entire game.
Yes.
Oh, yes. All 4 routes,
yes,
as I mentioned.
I want to go to the US someday, and then I'll have like a fast food pilgrimage, and I'll be like, oh, so this is Five Guys.
Guys, it's not like the star here. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Where are the guys? I was waiting for them. Man, that's why I
Where are
came.
the guys?
Sweet Jesus.
This is where Hooters comes in, I'm pretty sure.
See.
You know, Professor, you'd look wonderful in one of those uniforms.
Oh my god, stop.
No!
What's the matter? Getting some ideas,
You're so
Dimitri?
good at it.
Sorry.
Nova, the crowd wants to know the important question. Oh, what's your favorite cheese?
Oh boy. Oh, that's a hard one. You see, my ethnicity, race, I don't know, because people get mad at me when I mix the two things up. My okay, my ethnicity is Italian, and therefore we have cheese with literally everything. So asking me that is like asking me to choose a favorite child, in which I can't answer that because
What do you mean everyone has a favorite child? The answer is none.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't like cheese. I hate everybody I take. I don't know. I like sharp cheddars and stuff. I like sharp cheeses a lot. As for what Dimitri likes, I'm not really sure. I've been told my hair looks a lot like what is it? Mozzarella sticks, or string cheese. The string cheese mozzarella sticks, they kind of go within the same hand-in-hand thing.
It's a joke.
Whenever I cut my,
Mozzarella
whenever
sticks.
people see my hair like littered on the ground, they think it's like shredded cheese, which
Whoa, someone came through with some pasta.
oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's pasta bowls underneath all my hair, underneath my sink.
I can't.
Don't
make
make me
the joke.
draw that. I will.
Oh my
Great.
god. If
Next
you do,
question,
that would be
please.
amazing.
And then someone else asked what your favorite, the most fun part about voicing the characters is.
Fun part about voicing your character. I guess I can go first because I'm the director.
In my case, characters. For Dimitri, it's mostly just going from like a 0 to 100 in like literally an instant. But there are like a certain like quirk that Dimitri has in this Abridged series is that he'll kind of slip into his post time skip demeanor whenever he gets angry. So it's just, you know, sometimes I'll be up here like just doing a normal Dimitri, and then out of the blue, revenge, death, cheese. For about this, I literally most fun part about that is that I get to do what I call a Macho Patrick voice. As in, I literally, my bass is Patrick, there's mayonnaise an instrument, and then I just kind of go, jack that up to becoming like a surfer dude, and then that's basically what it is. I'm showing my double chin while I do Balthus.
I hate this.
Hard.
The same energy is how in Undertale they made Sans voice.
That is also how I do my Sans voice, except it's like like just a New Yorker Patrick. It's just like, hey, how you doing?
New Yorker Patrick.
Hey, kids are singing birds or some. I don't remember. Kids like you should be burning in hell.
So you guys would not have heard it unless you specifically sought it out, but when I auditioned for Edelgard, the second line was just her like actually being so angry, and I was like, okay, how far can I push this? And I went to bed that night being like, I'm so going to get Edelgard, and I wake up and I get the friend request from Chaos, and I'm like, yup. So I basically play it pretty similar to Tara Platt, but Edelgard has no concept of what's normal, so she'll just be like, well, I'm sure you can eat frozen nuggies. It's not that different from regular ones. Like, she'll just say stuff like that.
Sheltered, and she's been taught to
Just-
believe that's normal.
She is very, very sheltered from like normal human things. So that's how I that's
Fellow
how I play
humans.
her. Like, she has no idea what she's doing. She just wants the approval of her professor, but the professor just won't give it to her, and she's just like, what am I doing wrong? And and Byleth is just there like, I know you committed war crimes, you little shit.
This is what I deal with on a daily basis.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Oh man, sheesh, what do I love? Honestly, Claude was really like a comfort character for me, like being introduced into like the Fire Emblem franchise. So what I really love about him is that I get to be smug and instigate like all the time in my deliveries, and it's just so fun just seeing everybody kind of either like crumble around me or just respond back very angrily, and it's just so fun for me. I knew that this project was in like very good hands. Funny enough, it still amazes me that like this little snippet that I made ends up turning into this like fully fledged project with like so many talented people. It's almost enough to make me cry. But no, like Claude is just definitely like one of my favorite roles so far. God, hold on, I'm sorry.
Now, how I got here is funny. Because Chaos, like I mentioned earlier, just DMs me. Because me and Chaos are in the same Smash Machinima. Smash World, that's the name, right? It's been a bit. And Chaos is like, hey, you can do you sound, your voice could fit Yuri. And I'm like already flattered because Yuri's voiced by Alejandro Saab, Kagi Films, Kagmaster, heck you want to call him, and I love Kagi. I love his voice. So being told I could fit Yuri is great. Just to hide the fact I've never played the Ashen Wolves DLC because I never bought it. But ignore that fact for 5 minutes. And what's funny is when I started being Yuri, I was kind of just playing it regularly, like the normal Yuri. And then I decided, you know what would be more amusing? What if I over-exaggerate Yuri's love of Byleth? Male Byleth specifically, because I am a male Byleth simp. And it fits Yuri because that's his professor. So then I do that, and the next thing we know, Yuri's just a JoJo character. He's fabulous. He's wonderful. He's like that one Phineas and Ferb song. You know the one. Don't act like you don't know it. You fucking know it. This is a wonderful project to be a part of. I love doing it. It also gives me clout, which can lead people to finding my wonderful YouTube channel.
It also gives me clout.
We like the honesty here.
You know what? I'm not even mad. That sounds like something Yuri would say.
Someone wanted to know, it was actually NightTIDE, silly, funny streamer, what the ideal shape of chicken nugget is?
Okay, so you need to know about the deep chicken nugget lore. No, there's the ball, there's the bone, there's the boot, and then there's
with the release of Three Hopes coming soon, depending on the success of the Abridged, would you consider doing that game as well?
Oh no, regardless of the success of the Abridged, we're going to Abridge it, and male Byleth is going to be the star of that one.
Yeah,
because,
we have gone over that before.
When the Warriors trailer came out, I was like, you know, this would be great. We can like do this as a movie or something. And then when more trailers came out, and then there's like 3 paths, I'm like, oh, this is not going to be a movie, I guess.
Yeah, like
any new character there that we don't have, for sure that's going to be in a casting call. So look out for that.
Yeah. What else do you guys do besides voice acting?
Yeah, I write, and you know, I play games too. I do that.
We're like, we don't have hobbies.
We don't
Oh
have
no,
hobbies.
I do.
I like roast me on Twitter for not having a hobby.
Clothes. No.
I mean, I also
like
do
art and
gaming,
sewing
anime watching. I do a lot of rank.
Anime watching, the most intense skill.
I have a YouTube channel. It's Mistress Dove YouTube. You may know me from such classics as 6th Generation Scooby-Doo games, but I have other hobbies besides my entertaining Z-List YouTube channel. I write. I have a Wattpad and AO3. Those are fun. Those are linked in the descriptions of all my YouTube videos. Besides that, I am what we call a epic gamer. That is a thing I do.
Yuri would never admit to being Z tier.
Oh my
You're
God.
right. You're right. Let's see the thing.
I was
let's
gonna
see
say,
the thing is.
Oh yeah, do we have another question? I saw quite a few. I saw one about cosplay, and I was just like, oh man, I remember sending Katz my cosplay, and he was just like,
Do
I
you
didn't know
all
you did a
cosplay?
KFC sponsor. I do actually. I have I did Link from Breath of the Wild.
Next question. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, let's go.
I wanted to get into cosplay, but not like something as complicated.
The closest cosplay I've done is like Riku, but female. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, I remember that.
Kingdom Hearts Riku.
My boy Riku, when you walk away, you don't hear me say.
I want to do a cosplay.
My
for that
dream
one.
cosplay to like just walk into a convention with is Greed from Full Metal Alchemist. I want his jacket. I want his
That would be
jacket.
so cool.
2 major ones. I know I want to do Yuri at some point, solely because I've become attached to this motherfucker.
Right.
But like the other one is stupid specific because the other one I want to do at some point is Riku from Kingdom Hearts, but not the Riku the canon one. No, Riku is in my fan OC, who's the child of Sora and Kairi. Because Sora was like, "What do I name my daughter?" Riku, and it's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
That's such a Sora thing. Oh god.
Exactly. That's what I keep telling people. People keep going, it's confusing to read. No, I call the old Riku Uncle Riku because he's like 42 now. And the Riku in the story is Riku. Reading comprehension is not hard.
I think the only cosplay that I would try to do at the moment, you know, it's funny, it used to be Claude. I was like hell-bent on Claude. But now I want to go for Godot from the Ace Attorney.
Oh, yes, yes.
Do
You'll
it.
rock that.
Ever since playing Godot and Sean Chiplock's live dub, I've just been really attached, and now I see why people simp for that man.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
now I
cool as
just get
fuck.
attached. Right?
Bro,
No.
Go off and do it, man. I'm just
Yeah,
really
do
wanna
it.
do it.
Do it.
Like
Live
when I
your
was
dream.
Somebody wants to know if you guys can sing.
I can't, but I'm
yeah.
going to.
I sing a little bit.
Tutorial. I want to
Tutorial.
skip it.
I
no
am
one wants to
actually a
repeat
trained
this
singer, so
whole
yeah, I
shit
guess.
again. So yeah.
Oh,
I am not what
you
we in the
there.
industry call good at singing, but I still do it. And they're probably gonna make me do it in the show at some point. Or here's my hope: they allow me to let Yuri drop a mixtape, and I could just rap instead. That would be rap with me, Jennifer.
Alright, before we go, thank you for attending our very first panel. It's been an honor coming here for this year's EmblemCon and sharing our project with all of you. So, we plan to make more content, including abridged paralogs, holiday specials, and live streams. You can check out more at my YouTube channel, which I linked in the comment section. And perhaps one day, we'll meet again. Until then, see you all soon!
Yes, sir! Let's
Byleth,
go!
kiss me.
Hopefully we'll see you next year. Enjoy the rest of
definitely see you.
EmblemCon.
Or another events that may or may not happen.